Well, 2 weeks into the opening of the country's borders, a few visitors, are seeking to escape the new normal to a change of scenery with a visit to the Bahamas. We spoke to a few of them about the psychology of travel in the midst of a global pandemic. The Bahamas turned out to be the perfect hideaway from the frigid 40-degree low temperatures of Minnesota and the rigors of COVID-19 for the Blehut family.
I think there's actually less COVID here than there is in the States, and all of the safeguards they have in place with having the COVID test before, the temperature check when you come, and then another COVID test in 5 days. I mean, we felt that was sufficient to travel.
Tammy and her husband are vacationing with their daughters after postponing their trip to the Bahamas in March, which was when the country initially closed its borders.
Literally at home about a week ago, they're starting with shutdowns again. So they're on the downward spiral there. So it's kind of our time to just get out of town.
Yeah, you just made it, right?
We just made it.
It's always a first on the bucket list to come here. Because it's like, other land. I travel to Europe a lot, so rather than go that far, they're in a lot, my first stop in Europe is London. And they're in a lockdown now, so it's kind of no point. Here, they opened up, so why not just come here first, chill and relax and see how other places follow in.
They're glad they traveled when they did, as is Benny Pierre, a New Yorker.
We work for an amazing diving boat out here, and we haven't left the Bahamas. We made the choice not to leave just because of all the travel restrictions that are in place, in order for us to make a comeback. So we've just been here for the last 6 months.
I'm very grateful to actually have a holiday in Bahamas, and I'm also just ready for everything to open up again.
Tourism Minister the Honourable Dionisio de Aguilar told a national audience this month that the best this country could expect is 2.2 million visitors in 2020, representing a staggering 70% decrease over the record 7.2 million visitors last year. How the new round of lockdowns in the U.S. and Europe will affect the prospect of tourist returns remains to be seen. As for South African Bjorn Nel, he opted to remain in the country during the pandemic, as did his colleague, both crew members of the water sports vessel Aquacat.
But people are definitely interested and people are definitely willing. It's just going to depend on, the extent of all the protocols that are in place and how well we can follow them and how long people can stay healthy for.
Nell says as bookings creep in, he, like all tourism stakeholders, hope it's the start of a wave.